All right, man. So this, I wanted to talk about this just last Friday, but I didn't have the chance to do so. I was pretty busy for the rest of the afternoon, and so I just thought I'd touch on this. But I really just need to touch on this anyway, because let's face it, dude. I just need to be in a new work environment. I need to feel like I'm in an actual work environment. I want to be, in a different work environment so I can start over, literally, right? Because I've already been in this dump for 13 years. And it was barely my 13th year just last Thursday, right? So, that being said, I've been long overdue for one. I've been long overdue to start a new life in a new job. I want to start new. I want to just forget. I just literally want to escape this dump, for the simple fact that I know I've made some pretty bad mistakes, in the past, right? Some of it was from my, I want to say, outrageous behavior, but it's just very, immature, rather, behavior. I remember that one time I just out of frustration that I just kicked the printer. We used to have a Xerox printer. That's one of the instances. But I can name a whole bunch. But then, some of it was just not my fault either. There's just been a lot of bad that I just want to forget. I seriously want to forget about everything that's just happened at dump. Look, I already had to deal with enough drama in my outside life. Hell, even just this past weekend. I just want to forget being in that dump, dude. There's just no way in hell that I'm going to just allow myself to still be there especially for another year. I need to feel like I'm in a new work environment. I want new people, new tasks. It may or may not be graphic design, but at least a new work environment so I can literally start clean again. I did not like the way that I got hired, but at the same time, I'm thankful I got the job opportunity if it wasn't for Rico. But it's just even just how I started, it's almost like it's not like I ever did it on my own. When people go to school, registration. Yeah, it was a registration a month before, and then after that you need to register for all your classes, and then next thing you know, classes began the month after, right? So it's like you just did it on your own. People register for classes, and then they start school the next month, or a month later, right? So look, it's I want it to be like that when I get into the workforce. And look, people can say, "Oh yeah, Rico's not really a long time close friend." I'm like, no, he wasn't he was a close, as far as school friend. Then yeah, he helped me through the whole lot, as far as being a better graphic designer. But at the same time, he got me the job. I'm thankful for that. If that had been by myself, then I wouldn't have gotten it, because my portfolio then was average, or dare I say below average. So I really didn't have that much graphic design experience at the time. So Rico had to get me through that process. I know it was a lot of growing pains with him, but eventually I needed that. And then after he left, he was like, I'm pretty much on my own. But then, this is why I wanted to be in a new work environment, especially for a long time now. Whether it's graphic design, whether it's being a store clerk, or whether it's a warehouse associate, librarian, hell, even a janitor. I want to start new, period. I want a new start. I can start clean, so I know that I can start learning from my mistakes, and for the fact that it shows me that I have matured. I've been saying this over and over again on my Facebook. And with this worst version of me that a lot of people have been seeing, especially my close friends, especially all the nutballers and guys who are not talking to me right now, look, I said it. I've been on the record, and I'm still gonna stand by it. Because now look at what some of these guys are, have come across, especially for the second and up ballers, the second group text incident. Look what just happened. Now some of these guys, including Dewey, Carlos, Julio, Robbie, Russ. Now they're all gonna have to be convinced that I need to get a new job for me to better myself as a person. Even now, Mari is even though we're still not talking, she's gonna have to believe that. Even Lovely Mel herself. I'm sorry. It's a psychological thing. Look how much I've learned like the past few years, even before the almost 20 people left who left in 2023. What a stupid place that is. The fact that it's just done so much undisciplinary action, just a lot of stupid things in that dump, and even to the point now where I just feel like a useless employee, and with my pay rate being what it is. Hell, who knows if I'm gonna get my raise this week? Last raise it should have been $18 at least, like even just barely 18 an hour. I had $1 raise like in 2022. That's only because I demanded for it. Otherwise, I would have been stuck at $15.50. But now it's like that was it. Before I had my raise last year, I was exactly 17 an hour. But instead of actually 18, it was 17.75 because I've been told, oh, that's the highest we can go. That's a bunch of bullshit, motherfucker. What? So if that was the case, then how come I had $1 raise like from the year before? So you gonna tell me you couldn't even increase it to $18? Even Paula said it. That was just super sad. Come on, man. This place is nothing more than a fucking clown show. It's been a clown show. People are just fucking stupid in there. That's why I need to go. Some of these guys need to understand that this dump is what mentally destroyed me. I texted Robbie last night. I wanted to work things out. Well, I said, I hope he can forgive me. He ignored me. Because you know why? Because of me. Because of the second group text incident. I just already had a difficult weekend, and now I'm back in this dump where, of course, it's not going to make me feel better. All I'm going to do is just sit there and do the same shit. It's nothing but the same shit that I do for these last several years. Nothing new. How come Armando's doing all these videos for social media? How come I don't get the same opportunity? He's using Adobe Premiere Pro or something like that. And it's like, I've been asking some of these people, like, when am I going to get my opportunities to learn this and learn that? I wanted to. They said, oh, when your time comes. Get the fuck out of here, dude. That's a bunch of bullshit to say that, oh yeah, your time will come. Well, guess what? My time hasn't come. That's why my resume is what it is. And every time I apply for all these jobs, I'll say this. I'm gonna send out a cover letter, and let's just see if that makes any difference. I'm gonna trust my therapist on this. He's having me do my homework, on my job hunting here, and so I don't got much of a choice left. But at the end of the day, it's the goddamn job market that's been really rough. Okay, so I gotta do it. Even though the last couple of years, I was able to get job interviews from a graphic design. I bet most of them were, most of the companies back then were open. Now I bet most of them are closed now. They're probably like out of business or whatever. Because of this economy, because of the tariffs. And with all that's happening with deportations and all this other stuff, it's causing the job market to be even worse. I know I'm still not going to give up. It's already September. God damn it, it's my 13th year. It just makes me have to remember, like, how I got in the first time. A friend got me in. And it's almost like I'm working in a friend's house. I want to feel like I'm in an actual workforce. Lisa said it. I've always alluded to what she said, that this dump is not a real world workplace. It's not. I hate that I'm always having to cook this dump for the wrong reasons. Because those dudes are nothing but a bunch of clowns. And I feel more and more insulted and ignored every single day I'm in that dump. So whose fault do you think that is? That's not me. But unfortunately for guys like Andrew and Robbie, like, who have not talked to me for so long now, and even guys like Rhea, Angelique, Krista, come on, man. They're not gonna believe me still. Even though, like, with the mental health that I'm getting, now they have to believe that only a new job will get me through. I'm dead serious when I say this, man. Hell, nobody fucking cares if I come in late, even from lunch. It's like this dump is never gonna change. It's always the same thing. The same thing the past month, the same thing the month before. All I do is the same shit. It's boring. It's tedious. Sometimes I even hear the goddamn company president, Mr. Cheap, in the office. Sometimes he'll tell me, oh yeah, here, I want to discuss something with you. Oh, I need to talk to you. I thought it was going to be something big or whatever. No, it's just this goddamn fucking flyer to update. The same flyers I've been updating for like the last several years. I mean, goddamn. I need to be in a new work environment. I need to start over. Because otherwise, if I'm still here, it's hard for me to forget what happened. Forget the friends that I lost. I'm sorry. I don't even know if I'm going to lose Mari at this point. It's going to be almost a month that we haven't talked. Fortunately, fortunately Julio's cool with me, even after what transpired the last couple of weeks, but still, I don't even know if Anastasia is still around. She's probably fed up with me too. It's been nothing but a lot of my problems have been on friend issues. Point blank period, man. But I'm gonna do what I do because I'm sick of this, man. So, anyways, I'm out of here. I gotta do my thing. So, peace out.